Today, a DJI Ronin for under $300. If you've been eyeing one of these, the time has come. Let's get to the details. Hey guys, Felix here with Quadcopterguide, and on this channel I help you get the most out of your drones and other filmmaking gear. Today we're talking Ronin, and specifically the DJI Ronin SC. After the SC came out, I couldn't hold off any longer. I've been looking at the Ronin S, of course, the slightly bigger brother to the SC, and it was just a little bit too pricey for me to just go ahead and get it. But the SC came out, it was made for mirrorless cameras, which I'm using. I'm shooting right now on a Sony a6600. Back then I had the a6500, which I still have, but you get the idea. It's a compact-ish mirrorless, and the SC is made for these kinds of cameras. It's made for the kind of non-Canon 1DX monstrosities of cameras. And if you're shooting anything like a crop censored mirrorless camera, or even full frame, if you're shooting Sony a7 III or a7R III, for all those cameras, especially the Canon EOS R is also compatible with this. If you're wondering if your camera and lens combo meets the weight requirements of the SC, for example, and you want to see if they're compatible, DJI has a pretty cool compatibility page that they've created. It used to be just a kind of a table and a PDF, but now they've got a page which is kind of nice, and it shows you per camera which lens it's compatible with and all that stuff. Anyways, if you want to check that out, check out the link in the description below, as well as other useful links which I put down there. So, Ronin SC, and how under $300? This thing usually costs $450 at the cheapest. Well, there's a sale going on right now, very limited time. So by the time you're watching this, there's only a few days left. Ironically, those of us in Europe, which I'm actually in Europe right now, we get a little bit longer for the sale, but officially the sale is in the US and Canada, and the Ronin SC, kind of as a standalone without some of the extra tidbits, which we'll dive into, is $299 US. If you're in Canada, the price is $249 US. Not quite sure how that works, but there you go. If you're looking to upgrade, maybe you've got a other gimbal, maybe a Zhiyun crane or something like that, and you want to go step it up a notch in just kind of ease of use and also some of the features that the Ronin SC brings, then this is a great time to do it. That's actually what I did. I have a Zhiyun crane V2, so not the one, but the V2. And honestly, I should have used it a lot more than I did, but this thing was on sale and I snagged it, and I really enjoy using this, whether it's for client work or just for YouTube videos. If you download the app for your phone, you can kind of control it remotely. You can program angles into it and have it kind of record, so you can do kind of cool kinds of shots as a single film person or filmmaker. Then that's kind of handy. It makes it seem like there's multiple people, but it's just you. So if you don't have a lot of people to help you shoot, maybe you're just getting started, then it's also a great option. Of course, the Ronin SC was the first to bring Active Track 3.0 to the Ronin range. I'll have to check if the Ronin S got that in the meantime. I think I saw something about that. But that's where you put the phone on top of your camera and the kind of mobile device holder that comes with the Ronin SC. And then on the phone, you can select a target, just like you can with the DJI drones if you're used to that. And the mobile phone, the camera on the mobile phone can obviously see where you are as a subject. And then as you're moving in the frame, the phone communicates with the Ronin SC and tells it, okay, the subject is moving in this corner, let's move the camera. And then as it gets more close to center, it of course stops. So it's kind of like a follow person, not follow focus, but a follow shooting person, I don't know, Active Track 3.0. And that's pretty handy if you're out shooting by yourself once again. It can be kind of tricky to kind of select a thing or a person and then jump in front of the camera and do it again. I have to figure out what a better way to do that would be, but I tried it and it worked. It was just kind of tricky to get into that. So if you guys have suggestions, maybe you saw someone or you've done it, let me know in the comments below how you do that. If you're out there by yourself and you want to use Active Track 3.0 with the phone on the camera, do you do put the finger behind the phone and kind of tap and see what happens, or what is your method to do that? All right, so for the Ronin SC, there's two kinds of products or packages on the website. The standard Ronin SC, which you see here, and the combo. The combo just basically means it comes with a couple of accessories, and one of those accessories is the DJI Focus. So that's this little thing right here. I don't know if you can see here, there's 8 pins, which allows you to mount this on the side of the Ronin SC, and that becomes a focus ring. Now, if you have a lens that is manual focus, or maybe you want to get that kind of hand-focused look into your shots, then this is a must-have. The focus ring comes with the focus motor, and that kind of looks like this. Now, then you mount this onto the kind of base plate of the Ronin, and this gets hooked up to a ring kind of like this, and you put this around your lens. It's nice and long, so you can make it as small or big as you need to. And then the teeth in that rubber kind of fat band goes into these ridges on the focus motor. And when it's all hooked up, there's USB cables. Once it's all hooked up on the grip, if you spin this, the wheel gets spun the exact same kind of at the same rate of speed and the same distance. So if you want to get that perfect manual focus rack, that'll help you do that. If you ever think you're going to use something like this, then it just makes sense to get the combo because it's all included and it's a lot cheaper than buying it after the fact. And that's what I did. I got the combo at the time. Now, the standalone Ronin SC was $439 and now it's $299. And the combo was $539 and is now $399. So based on what your needs are, if you will never use this, then you might just want to get the $300 or $299 package or Ronin SC off the website. It's just up to you. Now, one thing that you can use this for, which you might not think of initially, which I learned from Josh Yo on Make Art Now, and if you haven't seen his channel, check that out. That guy is nuts. He's such a motivation in his creativity and his skill. That guy is in another league. But anyhow, I learned from him that you can actually take this focus motor and not just use it on the focus ring on your camera lens. You can also attach it to the ND filter. Let's say you have a variable ND, which looks kind of like this. Of course, it's an ND, which if you spin the filter, it is variable, which means as you spin the filter, it gets darker or brighter. So let's say you're doing a commercial shoot and you're going into a building. You're outside, it's bright, you've got the variable ND set to dark. You're going through the front door. The inside is a lot darker, obviously, and you don't want it to be super dark or blown out by changing stuff. You just take the focus motor you set up on your variable ND, and as you're going through the door, you twist the dial to the perfect exposure setting, which you've tested before, obviously, and then you've got this smooth one-shot shot of you going into this place, and hey, that's gonna look silky and smooth as butter. So, another use for the focus motor. Can you tell? Just go for the combo. Now, if you're wondering if the Ronin SC is enough of a payload capacity for you, or if you need to step up to the bigger brother, the Ronin S, there's also a nice comparison, which I've linked for you guys down below. Check it out and you can make your decision off that. The Ronin S is rated for 3.6 kilograms payload, and the Ronin SC is rated to 2 kilograms of weight. So it just depends on how much you want to put on there, and based on that, you can make your decision. But the Ronin SC is on sale right now, so if that's the one, then I encourage you to check it out. It's the lowest I've seen the Ronin SC go for, and at this price, if you're a YouTuber, a content creator elsewhere, starting out to be a filmmaker, then a gimbal or a Steadicam is a must-have, and with the additional functionality, I'm a fan of gimbals, so check it out. The Ronin SC comes in this cool little briefcase made out of styrofoam, so it's lightweight if you're schlepping this thing all over the place. Everything fits in there quite nicely. And another thing that bugged me about my Zhiyun crane is once I've got it set up for the camera with everything, and I've got these things set perfectly, to put it into the box, you had to undo all these things because it wouldn't fit. With the Ronin SC, you can set it up and it still fits in the box, so that's kind of nice. It comes with a tripod, so you can take that off like this. It's handy for a second hand grip, and you unlock this and it comes off, and this is the battery pack right here. In DJI fashion, you can check the side of the battery for how much battery juice you got in there, and then the kind of motors and processing unit is all in this part right here. So nice and compact. If I have awakened your interest in the Ronin SC, be sure to check it out with the link in the description below. And let me know in the comments below if you've used a gimbal before, and if so, which one? Would the Ronin SC be your first one? Let's get into a good conversation down in the comments below. In the meantime, check out some of this other great content on the channel, and be sure to check out my big Mavic Air 2 review. If you haven't seen that yet, you can check that all out up here in the corner. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.